loading snacks.
Welcome back, everybody. Loading Snacks Vidcast / podcast.
Third joint in the bag.
Yes, definitely throw one in the bag here.
Welcome back.
Y'all know who I am. I'm Sin.
Coop.
I'm Gage.
Yeah.
We are the green loading snacks.
Yeah, the reason for the green, we don't have the green screen now, so we can finally wear green.
Why you lying to them? This is a green screen.
This is a green screen?
This is a green screen?
Okay.
This is a green screen. Listen,
So
this
real.
is. I'm gonna tell y'all
This is so
something.
real.
It kills me because green is my favorite color. I wear a lot of
Yes,
red
it
and a
is.
lot of blue because Spider-Man is the greatest ever made. But green is my favorite color. And I can't wear it when we filmed on green screen because I'll be see-through. Which actually is kind of dope. But
and truthfully, he's been good of not wearing green to the shoots.
However,
But this one,
this dude
I always
fails on a
wear green.
regular
Then I
basis.
gotta go out to the car, change my shirt. And I'm
Why
like,
do you
I
always
forgot.
have other clothes in the car too?
no, that's a
Never
good
know.
point. That's a good
You
point.
never know.
Hey,
Just in
Jamie.
case.
Hey, listen. Hey, Jamie.
Just in case you don't make it to the bathroom
You
in
never
time.
Because it's not like he got it's not like he got a fresh pair of slacks in the joint in
Yeah.
case he show up somewhere and it's a
I got
special
it,
occasion
right.
and he was dressed
Yeah.
down for it.
Or he just came from the
No.
shopping or something like
I
that.
am Bruce Wayne. I got clothes.
Okay.
I'm ready for every occasion.
I got clothes. All right.
That
Whatever.
is terrible.
Whatever,
But okay.
dog.
Okay.
Whatever, Coop. Coop be messing up. That's what y'all need to know. But on that note, because again, my Spider-Man's my guy.
Obviously, y'all know that by now.
You're a Batman guy.
Batman, all the way through.
You got a Batman shirt on. You don't have a special hero shirt on,
Nice. I gotta
but
get
it's the right color.
Yes, it is. I can get a Joker shirt, but
Well, that's the villain.
And
But
the
Captain
green
is your
trucks.
guy.
I love those.
in
Those
the
nice.
Avengers, yeah, Captain's my guy.
Dig
Right.
it.
Not my.
Oh wait, that's not your favorite superhero.
Nah,
Who's your favorite superhero?
Batman.
Okay. Y'all just going.
I'm-
Spider-Man was crushed that dude.
I'm gonna get 5 seconds.
No.
Nah, look.
No, Batman.
Nah, because you had to wait it out just to make sure he
But
wasn't trolling like, just to make sure he wasn't like.
honest, like Joker is by far my favorite character. Like, period. I
Understand.
like Batman because of Joker.
Okay.
That's why. I've always liked Joker. Joker's
I
always
get
been
that, but what?
fun. Yeah.
Can I
You
make a
like
side
Batman
comment for-
because of
I've
Joker.
always liked the Joker. They always go.
No, I
against
get
Joker.
that, but-
so
But how could you even know to like the Joker without knowing Batman first?
because I watched Batman, it's cool.
That's
But
what
I-
I'm
but I
saying.
love- but I love the Joker.
Alright, go ahead. What you were saying?
My side.
I'm not gonna try to make sense of that. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all fight with that one.
I had a dream that there was a comic book draft. Like, Marvel was trading heroes with DC and everything. Like, it was pretty dope. Batman went to Marvel and shut the whole game down.
That's not right. I mean, if in
They
fact
traded
Spider-Man went
Batman for Captain
to
America.
DC,
They traded Batman for Captain America.
alright, so is Captain America in Gotham City?
Yes.
And how's that work out?
He is not happy.
He is not happy with that trade whatsoever.
Man.
He trying to be back in DC ASAP. That's what I'm Gotham.
US
Batman's living large.
Look, I don't know who's more corrupt, Gotham or Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what.
They
I'm
both
gonna
about the
tell
most
you
corrupt
what.
police
I'm
departments I've seen.
gonna say Hell's Kitchen, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's so much smaller than Gotham. Like Hell's Kitchen is just like a part of the city.
When they showed the map on Marvel, that joke was like a block.
Yeah, it's like Hell's Kitchen is like.
Oh yeah, that is funny. That's a block that they are constantly.
Oh,
they really defending they block. It's all about Hell's
defend the
Kitchen.
block.
Straight up. Forget New York. We just trying to start.
That's what it was. It was a block.
Hell's
For real
Kitchen.
though. Yeah, that's why I'm saying Gotham is like the whole city.
That's just corrupt as hell.
The whole city. All they cities though. Star City, corrupt.
Sterling City.
Well, Starling City,
Starling.
Star City, but
I'm
that's
sorry,
the
Sterling.
that's the TV. That's the TV version of Star City. Clearly, you've been watching
They
that.
got Superman protecting them, so whatever. Douche.
Yeah, I mean,
Douche.
Metropolis, alright.
That's
They don't need
super
nobody. Metropolis only really got no real crime in it, man. They do, but
They got crime. They don't
Rob
respect
banks.
Superman.
They got
No respect.
they got cop crime.
They rob
that they
banks.
need a
Cop
super-
crime?
They got cop crime
Oh,
that they need
cop
a Superman to deal with.
Right. He tries to talk to him like, stop this. Put the money down. They're like, shut up, Superman.
Superman is the greatest.
You will lock me up, I'll be out by
crossing guard
tomorrow.
That's all he is.
That was a terrible thing to say.
Superman is the greatest crossing guard of all times.
I love it. I need that on a shirt.
Stop, sir.
I don't know, though. That's
need that on a shirt.
kind of disrespectful.
I need that on a shirt.
Some of these crossing guards I know.
I need a shirt with the crossing guard belt on it. Hold up the stop sign.
No
Hey,
ass.
I need that shirt.
No ass.
We gonna get
Hey,
paid.
look, commission that.
Greatest crossing guard ever.
That's true.
Terrible.
Like a fly.
Terrible.
Yeah. We can rock those.
So what's first up on the docket right now, B?
So the Fantastic Four trailer. They got a second trailer. It's a significant trailer. The first one was really, I'm going to say, more of a teaser.
Correct.
We got a Fantastic Four trailer.
We do.
I like it.
You do like it.
I do like it. I like it to a certain extent.
See how all I did was look at him and already the story changed? I don't know. Before you even get into that.
I liked it.
Okay. I feel the same. All right. I feel about the same about the movie itself as I did after the first one. Like, it hasn't done anything that moved me to make me feel like I need to see this. Like, there was no wow factor. There's no wow factor yet. So, remember when you were talking to me about, like, how certain trailers just give off too much?
Yes.
But when that happens, it gives you enough to be like, I need to see this because there's stuff happening. Like right now, everything that they've revealed so far is stuff that you already know. Right?
That's
like
true.
you know who they're all going to turn into. You know who the characters are. The only myth that was cleared up at all in this trailer was how it is that Sue Storm and Johnny Storm are related.
Okay.
And that still is only sort of. Because clearly Dr. Storm is a black man and he says, my children.
Mm-hmm.
But we still don't know.
Right.
But that's it. But that, I don't know. It just didn't. I mean, it was good to kind of see them in action, like see their powers a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, and get a feel for like, okay, yep, he looks great when he's on fire, and she can put a shield up,
He
and
looks good as the thing. And,
his arms stretch, and
Right.
the thing's not
It
quite
don't look
orange
too-
enough, but I guess it's cool.
Right. It might go chicklets.
He's tangerine.
Right. It ain't chicklets.
That actual outfit was made out of chiclets.
Right. Just
Little
big-ass
orange chiclets. Michael Chiclets. Yeah, I mean, look.
I look off the teaser. I was already sold. Wanted to see it. You know me. Like I don't need to see another trailer. Like watched it. I'm still same way. I want to see it.
All right.
I mean, I like the way it's looking. Like Fantastic Four is kind of weak anyway, as far as the comic book. Straight up. I mean, sorry, Marvel. Straight up, they're kind of weak. Like nobody really cares about.
They were the
Fantastic
first.
Four.
They were the first. I mean,
I get why they're important.
They're right.
Like they're Marvel's first family, but overall
they were the first superhero team.
Right.
But-
I just like the way that the movie's looking and the direction that Fox
I'll
is
still see it.
supposedly doing it.
No, I'm gonna go see the movie. That's not. Wait a minute. Wait.
That's
a minute.
not up for
Don't-
debate.
I digress. I'm going on the first day.
You're just not
I'm
excited.
going to the
about
midnight.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I have high hopes for it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing that I've seen that makes me feel like, oh, like, all right, the last two Fantastic Four movies, I actually thought were okay. I have an issue with the Galactus thing, but I thought the movies themselves were okay. But Johnny Storm's Captain America now, so
Right.
there's some significance that's missing from this. I like Kate Mara. I like Michael B. Jordan. You know what I mean? Like I like the people who they have cast.
Right.
I like the cast. I mean, I get it. It's still an origin story. I like that they did change things up, but it's not the whole spaceship thing or whatever. It's they found a way to do
Yeah.
intergalactic travel or whatever. And
I did like that they kind of noted in the new trailer that it's not as serious
a little bit.
as they made. Like you saw
little
that they
bit,
saw them
yeah.
having
You saw
some
a
jokes in
little
it.
fun
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is cool.
But I do think that the premise is played out. You know what I'm saying? That like okay, I'm sure Doctor Doom, but what? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just doesn't. It just there's nothing that happened in that trailer was like, oh my god, I gotta see this. You know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't anything there.
Yeah,
so, I mean, again, what I have seen was basically them allowing me to see them in their fantastic forms.
Right.
Not just their regular forms.
It was,
you know what
it
I'm
was
saying?
a teaser trailer along with seeing Doom and seeing what they can
Yeah,
do. Seeing
I mean,
the fire,
that's-
seeing the little bubble and stretching and rocks.
I mean, like hearing the idea, like I just want to save my friends. Like, okay, I mean, okay, that's cute, but that's Beast's story. I just want to be human again. Like I don't want fur. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like that's, I don't know. It's not resonating right now. There isn't anything exciting about this right now. And compared to what Marvel has on the table with what they're doing, like right now, the Daredevil teasers were more exciting. And it was just like the D's on fire. Like they were more exciting than what this trailer.
Kitchen.
Yeah.
Just Hell's Kitchen on fire.
So yeah, I mean I'm not real excited about it, but I mean whatever.
Oh, there goes the phone.
Oh, no.
It happens
will
though.
say-
Whatever.
Did you see the Terminator Genesis trailer?
No, but I know what we're about to get into, and so we can definitely talk about it. 'Cause, yeah, I know.
Yeah, because we're having a discussion on trailers. Let's just dig into this a little bit. This
And
is
I got something for that.
yeah. Lay this out for me, Coop. What is your issue with? Why are you taking your hood off?
Because I know it's about to get serious.
Tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you
Yeah,
mad,
like
son.
what happened? What happened?
Like,
yeah, lay this out.
For a while now, I've always believed that a lot of movie trailers show too much in you know, for you to get. I understand having movie trailers to get you excited and for them to be teasers like what's going to happen next. But in most trailers, most comedy trailers, they tell you the best jokes. Most action trailers, they do the best scenes. You know, it's like I understand that helps, but I don't want to go to the theater and be like, nah, I saw that in the commercial, you know?
I get you.
Furious 7, when Paul Walker jumped on the back of the car,
right.
Awesome scene. Went to the theaters to see it, still an awesome scene.
Okay.
Same thing when they I think it was the second trailer when they showed the skyscraper.
Exactly.
Skyscraper.
But some trailers show too
big
much.
stunt in the movie, right?
Now, I believe that this Terminator Genesis trailer has shown too much when you have the main character in all these Terminator movies is now the villain. He's now half machine, half... If you don't know what I'm talking about, John Connor. Sorry. John Connor is now a Terminator, half man, half whatever. He's the bad guy. He's supposed to be the savior.
Right. So doesn't that mean you need to see the movie to find out what the hell happened?
Yes, I understand that, but I wouldn't have shown that.
Why not?
I would have been more excited.
Wait, why not?
Because that's something you put into the movie and you're like, didn't see that coming. That's when I come to you.
No, because the didn't see that coming part is the part of how it happened. You don't know how it happened. That's why you need to go to the movies. You need to go to the movie so you can... I don't care about... I love Terminator 2. I used to watch Terminator 2 every day. VHS. It's old school. I love Terminator 2. Okay?
And I got something for that too. But go ahead.
It was a great movie. Okay? The Terminator movies that have come out since Terminator 2, I don't care. It just doesn't... Don't care about the show. I don't care.
So, Terminator 2.
Damn show.
You see what I'm saying? I don't care.
The Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Right, but
if Terminator 2, if they would have showed in the trailer way back when, you know,
before you was born,
if they would have shown that Arnold was actually the T-1000, if he was actually the good guy in the trailers, because nobody knew that till you saw it in the movies, do you think that would have spoiled the movie?
Are you positive of that?
I am completely.
Now
I
wait.
did my research.
Now wait.
I'm positive
Now wait a
of that.
second.
So you watched the trailer before you came in?
Yes.
Now wait. Wait a minute. You knew Arnold was in it.
Yes.
What role did you think the T-1000 was playing in it?
The bad guy, because he was the bad guy in the first one.
But you just no, because the T-1000 didn't exist in the first one. Arnold was the bad guy in the first one.
We're talking about Terminator 2.
Terminator 2, sorry. So, the T-1000, when he was coming out, you wouldn't have thought that Arnold had came back to be the good guy.
Okay, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, what did you think the T-1000 was there for?
I don't know. I don't know.
Pass out pamphlets.
Terminator, right?
Terminator for president. New Terminator is better than old Terminator.
Right, yeah. We're better. Readable. Readable.
Check this out. I can change.
No, but like trailers like that, big trailer too, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, that showed the trailers for Amazing Spider-Man 2 showed the movie. I saw the movie in the trailers before I even actually saw the movie.
No, you didn't.
It showed everything.
No, you didn't. And I'm gonna tell you. And I'm gonna tell you what's significant about
you
that.
realize you just said to
Did you know?
I know.
the Spider-Man expert, right?
But listen. I'm gonna ask you a question. You already knew Gwen Stacy was gonna die. Spoiler. My bad. You already knew Gwen Stacy was gonna die, right?
Yes.
You knew how she was gonna die, right?
Yes.
Was it significant when it happened in the movie?
No.
It wasn't significant when it happened in the movie.
No, because
Wait a minute. Just wait a second. When you were in the theater and it happened in the movie, did people gasp?
Yes.
It was significant. And that's what matters. It was significant. It was significant when it happened in the movie. People cried when it happened in the movie. They knew it was going to happen and they cried anyway. That was significant in the movie. A trailer is designed to give you some information. It's a commercial. Some information, right? Yes, it happens where you go and the best parts of a movie you saw in the trailer. But you don't know that till you go see the movie. So a trailer has to be good enough to get you into the theater in the first place. That's what it's supposed to do, right?
I believe they walk a thin line.
Absolutely.
They walk a very thin line. I see both parts. You got to show enough to get people to come, but you want to hold stuff back. So it's an extremely tight line. Like with this whole Terminator thing here, right? Okay. B did not give a damn about Terminator really when the first trailer came out.
Right.
I
didn't care when they announced it.
Right. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, oh yes, I want to go see it.
It looked good, looked action-packed,
right,
whatever. And I can see me watching
now,
it.
The second trailer comes out. I've not seen it, but I know from y'all that John Connor is,
Terminator. He's a Terminator.
Now, for me, y'all blew it for me. I don't care no more. But now he wants to see it.
I want to see it.
Like it's a very,
The only reason why I care is to figure out why the dude who is supposed to be the savior of all of it.
But I'm like you.
How did this happen?
Yeah, y'all blew that for me. Now
and how is it going to turn out? That's what. So for me, it's like, well, now I need to find out what's going to happen. I need to find out what's going to happen. Now he don't want to see it no more.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So what's going to happen is when I see it, and I'm like,
I'm like,
then he'll go.
All right, I'm gonna see it tomorrow.
That's true. The same thing you told me yesterday with Gone Girl.
Yeah.
The trailer gave nothing away.
Nothing away. I didn't want to see it at all. Could have cared less.
It had me intrigued. Not enough to go see it in the theater. But it had me intrigued. So when it came out, we watched it. Then by then I was like, Jesus. Sorry.
You just like what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
what? So good, but you can't give that away. You know what I'm saying? So there are some times when yes, there's certain pieces of information you have to hold back on. You need to hold back, but you have to have enough to get people to want to come. Statistically speaking, trailers that show you more get more people to come into the theater. It's just how it works. If I got all these action scenes and I don't show you no action in the trailer, why would you come?
And kudos with that fast skyscraper screens. They didn't show the whole thing.
Right.
They spoiled us.
They
But
did
show that.
They stopped.
Yeah, they didn't show the whole thing because the rest of it was like, are you serious?
And so it's like, John Connor's a Terminator, but there's still plenty of action to be had.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like, okay, now I need to find out why that happened, how that happened.
And
as a matter of fact, his mother was like, we've been waiting for you. Like she knew this was going. How is that possible?
I don't even know how she noticed him in the first place. This grown man, John,
Mother's intuition.
Come on, man. You never seen the episode when Green Lantern went into the future and saw his son? I was like, oh snap, it's my son. I mean, he had Hawkgirl wings.
Yeah, right. I think I forget. Black dude with wings. Yes, we got it in. Yes, I knew I was gonna hit that.
He all mulatto. Green eyes. Oh, silver wings. I think you're right. I think that trailers do have a tough job. They walk a very thin line, and it's tough to figure that out. And it's going to do something different for everybody.
It is.
Agreed.
With that, we'll be right back. We're going to come back with some more information for y'all. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back. No, we had to get some drink, a little slice of pizza. It is loading snacks.
Loading
now
snacks.
we do it.
Have your snacks.
Yeah.
Load them up. Gentlemen. So, there's a possibility, as it was said earlier this week, that we might see Alan Wake get a remaster, as I guess they're calling them these days,
Right.
for the Xbox One. What do you think?
I'm looking forward to it because even though I purchased it and I got to play a very little bit of it on the Xbox 360, but because I know, like me and you, we get a lot of games. Never had time to really go back and dive into it. And that was one of the games I'm kind of, kicking myself about a lot. I was so looking forward to it and the concept of it that I never really took the time to really dive into it.
To dig into it.
Yeah, so with it coming, hopefully with a remastered edition, even though I have it, I'm definitely going to go back and buy it. Can't wait for it.
Yeah.
And they even had a little Xbox Live Arcade game that came out afterwards. We're like, Lord, I can't even get that and play it because I never really beat the next one. So
I mean, I would definitely repurchase it. I would repurchase it. I would play it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never had it.
Like
I remember-
the concept of it was like very dope from everything I remember. Like
I remember it being a big hit, like when we working at Best Buy, like everybody was getting it. I just never got into it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's creep, nice little survival
You made a
horror.
mistake.
Right? Him, trying to write the novel and it's coming to life and all that kind of stuff. Like it was, pretty dope.
The Remedy game, man. I mean, I think, look, if they, with Quantum Break kind of getting pushed back again, it's a Remedy game. Obviously, they can't stop what they're doing with Quantum Break to go back and do this, so they would have to give it to another team or somebody to do it. But it could certainly whet people's appetites
Yeah, doing a
for what they're
remaster one, definitely.
capable of again, because it's been so long, since they did that. So I think that'll be.
Bring a lot of new people into that.
I would definitely put money into it. I would buy that.
I would.
I would buy that. Last week, Star Wars Celebration happened.
It did.
We got the Battlefront trailer.
After all these lovely years, we finally got to see what it looks
Get another
like.
Battlefront. DICE is doing it. So clearly significant, clearly built on that Battlefield engine.
The Frostbite engine.
I'm excited.
I'm extreme.
Yeah,
Well,
it looks
it's
really
Star
good.
Wars, so I'm already.
Looks really good.
I mean, but it looks phenomenal. Now, what we know about it as of now is no real campaign.
Right.
So it's being compared right now a lot to Titanfall. So people are concerned
That's the concern I have.
that there's no single player campaign. Like there sort of is their campaign, I guess, missions you can
Right,
do,
that
and
you
you
can
can do
do.
them in co-op.
Yes.
Which is cool, but the majority of what's going to be there is going to be the multiplayer,
Right.
and so I understand people being concerned about that. I mean, look at Star Wars. I think people are going to.
They're gonna, it's gonna be bought up regardless.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be the concern later down the line. Is
I mean, I think that the significant difference between this and say Titanfall or anything else that comes out that just doesn't really have a single player campaign or story missions or something like that is that there's like Titanfall has no background, no lore.
no right.
Right? Like Halo has lore.
Especially now, it's been all these years.
Technically,
it's built up all that.
Right. Technically, if they were to put out a Halo game that was just a multiplayer, they might get away with it because people are familiar with the lore enough that they could kind of
do it.
Star Wars is so significant. People are so familiar with the lore, with the story, that they can kind of fill in the blanks. Like, if you're playing Titanfall, you're just on a random planet. You know what I mean? I guess
You don't know
whatever.
nothing
But
about
like,
it, right.
if you're playing Battlefront and you're on Hoth, you know what that means.
Exactly.
If you're on Endor, which is what they showed in the trailer, like you know what that means. That means Ewoks. Like you know what I mean? Like you know that's significant, at least to technically the first trilogy, second trilogy. Like you know you know what I mean? Like
And the fact that you get to play those legendary heroes or villains,
Yeah.
like,
Right, that you
you'd
have-
be able to actually somebody on your team gets to be Darth Vader and run around and demolish people.
right. I mean the idea of the
you kinda know where
rebels.
you are in the story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. The rebels versus the Empire. It's you know what you're fighting for. You know what I mean? Like in Titanfall, it didn't really matter what side I was on. I didn't really know what I was fighting for. I just know that.
No, it's they did a terrible job. Like, you trying to tell us the story through that little small
little box in the
little
corner.
screen.
The little box in the corner.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay
Like
attention.
That little
the
lady?
picture-in-picture box. Like
Yeah, with the box in the
they
corner.
tried to tell the story through that, but You trying to play a frantic multiplayer game, and I'm trying to listen to you talk. Yeah, like in the little box, like, shut up, I'm getting shot at right now.
Exactly.
I don't have time to listen to what you're bantering about because it has nothing to do with these 5 guys in front of me.
Trying to kill me.
Shoot at me, and one of them got a big ass mech.
Right. Right. That just came down from the sky.
Yeah, exactly. So
It looks so good, though.
I understand the concerns. I do think the Star Wars angle is going to carry it a very long way. Though.
That's what I'm saying. I think this is a little bit different as far as that. Now, there have been some concerns about some of the DLC. People seem to be concerned about, like, it's only supposed to be, like, 4 planets to start with. So, and I imagine there's going to be different missions on those planets. But
Right, yeah.
they're giving you a free planet that's going to be tied into Episode 7. And if you pre-order, you get it early. I think it's, like, December 1st. You get it, and if you didn't pre-order it, you don't get it until, like, December 8th or something. Like, it's like a week.
Probably
It's
like when
not
a movie,
that
like
big
closer
a
to a
deal.
movie
Yeah.
comes out, something like that, yeah.
However, the concern that, oh, well, they're just going to, kind of hit us with another planet down the line, and you got to pay for it, another planet down the line that's not going to be a complete game and all that. I mean, look, that's kind of what DLC concerns are at this point now anyway.
Exactly. Like, why don't you expect that already? If they already have
Yeah, I
DLC?
do kind of feel like people just get over it.
Yeah.
But I do understand that the idea of kind of being like, all right, well, but
Why
stop
can't you
charging
put it
us
right
$60
now?
up front. You know what I'm saying? Charge me 30, charge me 40. You know what I mean? And then if you're gonna nickel and dime me for DLC over time, then get your money out of it that way. You see what I'm saying? Like because the idea of having DLC that's designed to have a person keep a game instead of trade it and allow you to make money off of it, it still works. You know what I'm saying? That same way. I just think.
And like, yeah, but with the argument, I think people still keep forgetting how much development costs.
Oh, absolutely.
Take to make
it's like an $80 million game.
And yeah, and you got to pay all these people who made the game. Like,
yeah, not at all. Yeah,
I get it. It's just that everybody is just trying to figure out that fine line to make everybody happy, which you can't do. So
it's a Star Wars game. They're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
And the DLC.
Regardless.
That's gonna make it.
Like the people who are complaining about
it's coming out a month before the movie come out.
Yeah,
that's gonna make it, and it's multiplayer online. That's gonna kill.
It's holiday too.
Yes.
That's a wrap.
You might see a bundle with it at some point or something like that. You know what I mean?
Get a movie ticket with it.
I will say that right now, one of the things that's significant is that everything that they've talked about, everything they've shown is all PlayStation 4. Everything. Like even if you go to the website right now to pre-order it, you can only pre-order it for the PlayStation 4. It says Xbox One coming soon or coming later or something like that, but like you can't even like right now. So E3 we might see some details as far as how that's concerned, and maybe they get some different stuff.
They said they're gonna show the single player like campaign or something with E3. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that's cool, man. They did. There's a. All right, look. I'm still not quite there. I'm waiting for a price drop. But this Wii U, they announced a bundle.
Yes, they did.
For the Wii U coming to Best Buy with Splatoon. What do you know about Splatoon? Okay, you familiar with?
I'm familiar with Splatoon. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually going to purchase it when it does come out on the Wii U.
Okay, so it is something that.
Yeah.
If you didn't already have a Wii U, would it make you buy one? That's the answer. That's the right answer.
No.
Breathing hard. That's the right answer.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I think about like I have one. From what I've seen, being a gamer and everything, like it looks interesting. It looks fun. Nice little creative new thing that Mario. Not Mario, but Nintendo likes to do. Looks like it'd be a lot of fun. Nice little new franchise for them.
Right.
But it's not going to sell consoles. It's not.
They better drop that price.
The name's not strong enough to.
Nobody knows what it is.
Yeah, it's not.
The idea of having it in a bundle.
Consoles. I mean, kudos for the effort, but it's.
I know that is not kudos for the effort.
It's not little bundles.
That is not kudos for the effort.
Hey, better try something rather than nothing.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, but
you gotta do something at this point.
The something is drop the price. That's the something. The something's not put in a game that nobody knows anything about and has never heard of.
They might be saving that for.
They got to. They have to.
Coming out, this holiday.
They have to. We'll get to that.
In between then, hey, try something. Like, hey, put Splatoon in the bundle. Try to sell something. I already got mine, so I don't need to buy it.
Right.
But to the other person who doesn't have it, I mean, it's not gonna work.
No, it's not. No.
So
I don't have it
because I don't even know what it is.
No,
it's not working.
No, they need to put Mario Kart in the bundle.
Right.
Mario Kart moved units. Smash Bros would move units.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
Meh.
But Splatoon's not.
It's too late.
Too late for Smash Brothers?
To move units? Absolutely. Absolutely too late for... Yeah, because everybody who wants it has it. So it's too late for that to move unit. Destiny. House of Wolves. Getting some major changes. You alright over there? Stay with us, it ain't that late.
He's trying. He's trying.
It's past his bedtime.
Yeah, it is.
Go ahead, go to sleep, man. Just put your head right there on my man's shoulders. Go ahead, put your head on my man's shoulders.
You know what's not gonna happen?
That ish ain't gonna happen. But yeah, Destiny is getting.
Now, when we make a trailer for this episode, put that part in it. Put that part in the trailer. All the funny parts will be gone.
Yeah, but Destiny is getting a lot of updates with this House of Wolves DLC that's finally coming out.
Throw the list at me. Tell me what I'm getting. Why should I go back to playing this?
The first one is upgrading existing legendary and exotic gear.
Okay.
So now you don't have to, when you get the new pack, you don't have to go get the new gear to hit the new levels. You can upgrade the old ones that you currently have to get it. So that's cool. Second, you don't need the House of Wolves expansion to explore the Reef.
Right.
Right. The Reef has been that mysterious place that's been in the game that we can't go to, except for the cutscene.
Yeah, but you're just going to. It's essentially like the new tower. Like you're walking around. Like if you don't have to have the expansion in order to go to the Reef, then how can you play? Yeah. It's basically the tower. It's another social area. Like the tower still exists.
It is. To a new social area in the Reef. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can go there and hang with people and stuff like that, but
watch us go play. Go back to your tower.
You can hang with us.
Insignificant, but
apparently the gunsmith now can reforge weapons.
Right.
What else? Number 4.
That could be really significant.
Very, very. Number 4, the speaker can now exchange raw materials.
And that's
very big.
It's significant.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Number 5, new NPCs and potentially new in-game activities. So that potentially kind of, it's coming later. Is it coming in it? Like, okay.
Hey, look, if I was in a cursing mood right now,
there would be some foul language going.
What's that mean?
I think number 6, honestly, number 6 is kind of extremely. Number 6 is very obvious. New vendor gear and ships. What else? I mean, expected that. It's the House of Wolves DLC back. You don't get House of Wolf planes.
Listen, the list is longer because they put it there.
And the last one, the Vestian outpost has room to grow. Sad part is, we've been out of it since then, so I don't know what in the world the Vestian outpost is. I can read what this says.
I've not
played it since then to know what the Vestian outpost is.
So I know that they are. It looks like they're doing away with commendations, and like right now, if you have commendations, you can cash them in. I am going to play this when it releases.
I might start jumping back into it now, just to.
I thought about it.
Well, see, the last DLC we kind of fell off once it came out. Like slowly once it came out, like let me start dabbling in that.
It didn't do enough.
And when it comes out, okay, cool, I can start really messing with it.
Yeah, I mean, I paid for the House of Wolves already. I'm gonna play it, so I'm gonna play it.
Right.
But MKX. I mean, I don't know. I'm busy.
So now that we got Destiny out of the way, what's next?
So why is Full House coming back?
Because it's popular as hell. That's why.
First
you ain't watch Full House coming up?
All right, let me just.
You saw what?
First of all,
everywhere you look,
everywhere you go.
The Full House was.
You ain't watch it coming up?
Come on.
Why y'all yelling at me though?
No, we might be wrong. I felt confrontation. I had to brace myself.
Nah, look.
Like, why the hell are they re-releasing this? We're gonna bring it back, I should say.
Because you know what? It's a smart move by Netflix.
They're gonna shut down the internet.
I don't know. Look.
Come on.
I would be.
Everywhere you look.
I know the theme song.
Everywhere you go,
I bet you I know it better than you do. We lost out there.
There we There we go.
Life is waiting to carry you. I know the song.
Die.
That's not the. Don't save him. Don't save him. Yell at him. Don't save him. Don't touch him. Listen.
Apparently you want your over there. You want my hammer? I'm gonna get my hammer for you.
Listen. I just don't. I like John Stamos. I do. I like John Stamos.
You like Bob Saget?
Listen, Bob Saget's funny when he does what you don't expect because you see him on Full House or whatever, right? And it's like,
and he just hits you with that. Yeah.
but I don't know what Dave Coulier is doing.
I don't think anybody knows what he's
That's
doing.
what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, and I know what the twins are. Candace Cameron's doing her thing. Like, I thought Stephanie was a porn star. I don't know what's going on. I just know that I don't. Where the little boys? Where's the son? This is too much. I don't like. If they did a reunion show, I'd be like, cool. And if they did a reunion show and it was like everything worked and it looked good and it like set a precedence, like if it was like an hour long, hey, let's check in and this is what's going on and how we been and whatever, and it was like, you know what? People tuned into this. Netflix, take it away. But to decide like we're going to relaunch Full House as Fuller House, which is ridiculous.
13 episodes.
It's the newest thing.
They got kids now. It's a Full House.
And here's why the newest thing to do. You got Girl Meets World. You got another Gilmore Girls. Not that I know. That's my wife.
Sure.
But you got another Gilmore Girls. I mean,
first of all, you can stop talking now.
Right. Exactly.
You got another Charmed.
Go put the seat down.
You got.
But listen,
Word.
Wow! Listen. I understand that it's a thing. I get that it's a thing. Girl Meets World, I like it. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's a great show.
I don't know about great.
Not as great as
good.
Boy Meets World.
No.
Anything.
They didn't even pick it up and put it on the regular. They
I'm
didn't
not
put it on
saying
ABC.
I don't like.
It's a good show.
I don't care about it enough to.
The rest of the stuff
to
that's
put it on my
coming
computer.
isn't. Like we're already getting spin-offs of shows that are on now.
Well, hold on. Let's stop right here. I'm not defending it. I
disagree. I disagree. It feels defensive. Like you sat up. Like you sat up.
He did.
I'm going back.
Round one.
I'm going back.
Perfect. So look. This is not a good look. I just don't think this is a good look. I don't think this is going to be a good thing for Netflix. I don't think it's going to hurt Netflix, so to speak.
Are you going to watch it?
I'm going to watch the first episode. I'm going to watch all 13.
You goddamn right. I'm going to watch all 13.
Sorry.
Hold on. Wait. I hear you saying that now. I'm going to tell y'all to treat this like you treat when you find out somebody's playing a superhero.
Oh, understand.
Reserve judgment.
I just say I'm going to binge watch it. I'm going to watch it as I'm going to sleep at night.
Yeah, I said that, so you're not even going to see it. You'll be asleep. This doesn't sound like a good idea to me.
It honestly, it's going to range.
If they had said, we're bringing back TGIF, and we're putting that on Netflix, then I'd be like,
the
okay.
Full House is all going to put on how many original cast members they get back.
They should have brought back Perfect Strangers.
No.
It
was, but
should have brought back Step by Step.
Day by day.
See what I'm talking about? Significance. That's enough of that. Check this out.
You can't bring back Family Matters.
Speaking of spinoffs, no, you can't. She walked upstairs, never came back now. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's getting a spinoff.
I did see
supposedly.
I did see that with Mockingbird and her.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
I don't even watch the show and I see
Supposedly. First of all, you should be watching the show. You're out of the
My wife
conversation.
watches the show.
Good for her. We'll bring her on.
Hold on. So you don't watch it at all?
I don't watch it at all.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
I told you. I'm
turning my back to this because if y'all know about me, I binge watch, so I'm halfway caught up on this season, but I watched the show. So we pushing him over here right now.
I'm gonna drink my water.
Do you think they deserve a spinoff? From what you've seen, like, so I'm gonna catch up this week to get ready for Age of Ultron. But do you think they deserve like a second?
I don't
like
know.
a whole show?
Here's what I think. I don't think that they should get the spinoff.
Okay.
I think that based on where the show is going, they could very easily do a spinoff that is like Inhumans, and that's where I think it's actually going to go. I don't actually think it's going to be
And
a
if that's the case,
Mockingbird
that
spinoff.
actually scares me for the show.
For what show?
For whatever show they try to spin off and try to make it.
That it might be Inhumans.
If my fear is once they start implementing powers into the show,
Powers are already implemented into the show.
Yeah, Quake.
I'm look.
Yeah, powers are already
Primetime
implemented
has
into
a
the show.
fine line with putting sci-fi on primetime television. They don't do well on primetime television.
You're right.
That's what scares me. The more sci-fi they make, because the whole thing with Shield was they were regular people trying to stop that stuff from happening.
Yeah, but there was still always this. We recognize that this exists in a universe where
True.
aliens came from
Right,
came from
true.
the sky
And
Iron Man and Thor.
And one of the
those guys
driving
exist
forces
and
that
all
works is because
right.
it's so tied into the Marvel universe.
Absolutely.
But that's just what scares me with it, because I know that primetime does not do well with sci-fi shows. So I feel like the more they start implementing more powers and stuff, like that stuff gets, even though they be great shows, you see when the list comes out, Sunset got canceled, like, wow, such a good show.
I think that
Like Fringe, great show. It fought for all 5 years to stay on the air.
Here's the way I look at it. Technically, Agent Carter was a spinoff, in my opinion. Agent Carter was a spinoff of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It kind of rode on the coattails of that. It was small. It was only 7 episodes. What they're talking about could be something like that. It could just be something simple.
Very true.
Now, it could be Bobby's character is Mockingbird. Some of y'all may not know, but she's a significant character. Well, maybe I shouldn't say significant, but she is a character
in the Marvel
that is well known
universe,
within the Marvel universe. She's not just some person they made up for S.H.I.E.L.D. But so is Sky's character in Quake. And Quake plays a significant part in Civil War. She plays a significant part in Age of Ultron.
Right.
In the comics, anyway. So it certainly could be that it develops in some other way. But in terms of what Marvel seems to be building, in terms of replacing X-Men as the powered beings
and bringing
with
in
other powered beings, it's the Inhumans who they've been doing that with. And what's happening on the show right now, spoiler time, is about Inhumans, basically. That's where it is. Now, could they do something with Bobby and Hunter? Yeah, if it's a small, maybe 6 or 7 episode, almost like doing a one shot.
And that should bring it up, and I'm thinking about it. For that maybe next year mid-season low, that might be what they're looking at, to do something kind of like
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Like, it could just be something that kind of fills in that gap. Between, so that they can extend the series out long enough for it to be a bookend to another movie that's coming out or something like that. So it definitely is a possibility. I think it would be good if they did that, because
I think that's just my overall concern with the show. Like, I'm liking it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a little slow starting off. It's picked up, but I just know that fine line. And once you get more to the sci-fi,
I think it depends on the element that you choose to focus on. I mean, the idea behind the Inhumans is that they are still people that have significant things going on. Some of them have powers. There's this kind of there's a push and a pull. There's a tug that's there that is the idea of kind of people dealing with the idea of humanity or being alien, or what powers they'll have, how it changes them, what they look like, those kinds of things. The reason why an X-Men show might have worked on TV is because what made X-Men great as a comic book wasn't just the fact that they could do all these crazy things or whatever. It was
how they dealt with it and struggled with it and all that kind of stuff.
Right. It was the idea of like being a teenager and going through adolescence.
That's what the school was built around.
Right.
Like someplace you can come to not only learn, but learn about being a mutant and how to deal with having these.
Which is essentially what S.H.I.E.L.D. is about. S.H.I.E.L.D. is about being essentially a policing unit, almost like an FBI or a CIA, but in a world where you now know there are people with superpowers. How do you deal with that? How do you prepare for that? And this seems to be kind of answering those questions. You'll have to watch what's going on. I won't go. But again, that's kind of what S.H.I.E.L.D. is about. It's about the idea of taking those things on and people not necessarily liking maybe the way Nick Fury handles it, but having to come to terms with the fact that like what he's doing is smart, because We don't know what else is out there, so we need to be prepared for what else might be out there.
Yeah.
Clearly. So I think that what you're going to see, this is my prediction, is that we're going to see what happens in the next episode. Age of Ultron hits, and because of the significance of Age of Ultron, the significance for S.H.I.E.L.D. and what they need to do and how they need to do it is going to be revamped. Because it's going to be like,
definitely, because that's
snap.
That's big.
I need it right. You know what I'm saying?
Just like how we had with Captain America, how that affected so strongly in the show.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like, it's
I
gonna
caught
be
that.
Yeah, that affected so
it was
strongly in the show. Like
It's like if you didn't
like
see
somebody
the
who
movie,
was only on the show showed up in the movie and died.
yeah.
yeah,
Agent Sitwell
that I did catch.
got chucked from a car. In
For
the
the roof
movie.
off, sir.
Got chucked from a car across the street, hit by a car, like on the highway. Like that was significant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think if they do an Inhuman show, it could work. I don't think it needs to be a long, drawn out. I don't think it needs to be something that stays on the way that...
I think probably my problem is I'm thinking of Inhumans as what they were before they're taking this new direction. Like that intergalactic kind of being before you get to Earth, you gotta pass us.
Yeah, because what you're seeing in the
us.
show now is you're seeing people using powers on a regular basis.
And that's
like,
the way Marvel's
happening
taking
in the
direction.
show.
Like they're
You see, like
doing
Sif
that.
come from Asgard and stuff like that. Like it's all just it's happening. You know what I'm saying? And I think people are in a place like they're accepting it. You know what I'm saying? Like people are watching the show and accepting the fact that they're people with powers. You know what I'm saying? And, like Deathlock is on the show. Like he's a cyborg, but he's got powers. Cyborg is pretty sci-fi, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I just know I just see the history.
Here's what I think. I think the world is ready for more shows that harken back to. Look at what's happening right now with the resurgence of things that were popular when we were growing up. Things that were older than that. Things like Buck Rogers. Things like the $6 Million Man.
I think the primetime crowd is getting more tolerant. Like Heroes showed that. Like Heroes lasted for what? 5 seasons before it got canceled.
We're the ones who count now. We count now.
We do.
The sports dudes don't count anymore.
Nah.
Y'all got y'all day, Sunday, shut up. That's it. You understand what I'm saying?
Like
Saturday, you go watch the fight.
Really, look. Fast is doing the $1 billion club, right? Who else? Look at everybody else who's in it. Avengers, Dark Knight.
That's it.
Harry Potter, like all that kind of it's
all the comic books
Avatar,
and the geek stuff and
like,
the stuff. All the people
like,
who go to the cons and all the conventions.
All that stuff we like.
We run
the $1 billion club.
We run it. You know what I'm saying? So, at this point, doesn't it make sense that TV has to follow suit?
It does.
It has to.
Yeah.
Look, there can only be so many CSIs on TV at any given time. Like, it's getting out of control. New York, Miami, Vegas. Like, it's out of control. It's all the same show. It's all the same show.
It is.
I don't care if it's Bones, if it's Castle, if it's... Like, there are all these cops... Forever. Even Forever. Have you seen Forever?
I know about it. I haven't seen it yet.
Forever is dope.
Okay.
So it's basically like a CSI. It's a cop show. He's a medical examiner.
He got his own little twist. He's been alive all this time. And,
He can't die. You know what I'm saying? Like he's an Omega mutant. Like he can't die. You know what I'm saying? So they're beginning to implement things like that in shows that traditionally wouldn't have something like that.
I give Marvel kudos for look, y'all got 2 seasons going on right here. Looks like you get the third. You have Agent of Carter. Like DC went to CW, killing it out there, but like them jumping the prime time.
I think that's going to be Marvel's route, especially with the success of Daredevil, and then you have these other shows that are coming up.
What's going to be their route? TV?
TV's going to be the route. It's going to be the new.
I don't think it's going to be the route.
I think it's going to be.
It's a new avenue though. It's something they have to break into.
I think DC found their niche on TV with the Arrowverse, and I think after the success
DC has had a significantly successful run on TV for years.
Smallville.
Yeah, right. For years.
Yeah, but I think
Lois and Clark.
That too.
Yeah,
but I think Netflix is
Batman. Anything like.
Yeah, I think Netflix though has definitely helped.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be better for a lot of these superhero shows to be TV shows.
Who that?
to pretty much tell the story a lot better than what you can do in
certain
2 hours.
characters.
Yeah.
Well, I agree. Again, Daredevil the movie however you feel about it.
Go ahead, but I have a question on just.
Okay.
Just throw it
Daredevil the movie, no matter how you feel about it, again, gets stuck in that same rut that we find with all superhero movies where you're stuck trying to tell the origin story and a significant story along with it in like 2
90
hours,
minutes
an hour
to
and a
2
half.
hours, right, yeah.
The beauty of Daredevil is that you got to tell the origin over a 13-hour movie. You got to
Not
expand
only
on it
him,
and get
his
details.
adversary,
You see what I'm saying?
and all
Like
that
you
kind of
really
stuff.
got to dig in and get other characters. You got Night Nurse. Like you got Foggy. You got everybody. All the significant characters to the Daredevil side of the universe were basically explored. You got to get all
that's
those
what's going to
people.
help more with comic books and maybe even books in general. Because even though we have these books and comic books as movies now, we all know
Right.
that when we read them, you can't fit all of that in one. And I realized that when I saw Watchmen. Watchmen was like 2 hours and 30 minutes long.
Right.
And when I read Watchmen, I was like, no, this isn't,
You can't.
so-
Right. You can't. I mean, imagine if they had been able
like
to
that
do. If Netflix was in a position to do like Harry Potter, a TV show, when the movies were significant. You know what I mean? Like if they
Right.
could have done and just taken that and run with it. I mean, that's where we are now. I mean, it's at that point.
Yeah.
What we gonna
The
ask?
question I want to ask y'all: do y'all think that the Defender series on Netflix started with Daredevil? It is like Marvel's version of the Arrowverse.
Yes and no. Yes
okay.
and no because
Even though yes, they're tying into all
we
this stuff
tied
that
into the whole
DC's not,
thing.
but like kind of like we can bring this to TV and bring in different characters and
I
give
think
them their
that-
own shows maybe if they become popular. Like
yes, and I think that the significant difference is that because it's going straight to Netflix, they're able to be darker, grittier, more gruesome. They don't have to deal with regular TV and they don't have to deal with commercials.
Exactly. That's
Because the thing about it is, if you watch Arrow on Netflix, if Arrow was an hour long show, you watch it on Netflix, it's like 42 minutes. Right, an hour long
I know
show.
them times.
Once you cut the commercials out, you get like 42 minutes.
43
But when you
minutes.
watch
Right.
But those
You watch
episodes of
Daredevil?
Daredevil were like 55 minutes, 56 minutes. Like they were a full hour.
Yeah.
And
Basically.
believe it, it makes a difference.
It does.
between
It does.
That
It makes a big
43 to
difference.
50, that extra 10,
It's
12
minutes
you
of-
get
it
is a
significance.
lot of time.
You know how significant it is? It's so significant that for years we've been letting them sell us DVDs. They're like, there's an extra 12 minutes of footage on here. And you trying to figure out where the 12 minutes was. It's there.
Now we know.
Now you know. You know what
Now
I'm
we
saying?
know.
So when you say 13 hours, you're really talking like 13 full hours.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's not
Versus
not
over the
even-
course of 5 episodes, if you're watching something else, over the course of 5 episodes, you lose an hour.
Yeah.
Than anything else,
that's-
right? I mean,
that's
6
the
episodes, you
huge
lose an hour.
advantage that Netflix has. Not even with Daredevil. It's a huge advantage what they have over House of Cards, Orange is the
Yeah.
New Black. Anything that Netflix puts out, it's there.
Yeah, Kimmy Schmidt, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's there.
hilarious.
Watch it all right now. I mean, look, here's the
Binge.
thing. You're not stuck with that, okay, this episode ended, cliffhanger, let's all talk about it, blah, 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 whatever. Now we gotta wait and see what's gonna happen next week. Next week's episode might be weak. Because even if the next episode isn't as good as the last one, the next one's coming on right away. Like, you don't even, like,
you see that timer ticking
Netflix
at
just
the
does a
bottom.
countdown, and you're like,
Now y'all know me.
I should go to
I
sleep,
love
but-
it. Like,
but it's about to come
I
back
don't even
on.
wait for the countdown. I'd be like, click, next
As a
one,
matter of
let's go,
fact-
let's
As a
go.
matter of fact, what's interesting about that is I watched an interview with the showrunner from Daredevil, and the guy that was doing the interview actually asked him about, like, did they think about doing like those Marvel teasers? How like at the end of the Marvel movie, after the credits, they would show this like a little scene or
Right.
something that whatever, and they were like, yeah, we actually were gonna do that, but we realized that with Netflix, where they're having the countdown that just goes to the next episode, you don't even get all the way through the credits before the next episode starts,
Yeah.
so we couldn't do it.
Exactly.
But they wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it changed the way they had
But
to
they
even
still
think
do
about
it
filming
the
it
same
and
way
putting
they
it
did
there.
on that one episode of Daredevil. When he went back to the Blindsman, when he went back to his the place, is he ready? No, he's not ready.
Right.
So it's still
Right.
they still give
So
you
they-
something.
But that's what I'm saying. Like there's a way to, you can fill that in with the additional minutes
Exactly.
that otherwise wouldn't be there. So yeah, it's not only is it great, it's a smart way to do it. You know what I mean? And there's no tuning in. There's no, oh, I missed it, I gotta DVR it, whatever. It's just it's there.
You have access to
Yeah.
all the episodes.
It's there. So
Day one.
you can watch it in a weekend, and when it's done, you're talking about the whole thing. And when I sit there and I tell you, you need to go watch Daredevil. No. You need to go watch the whole thing. And you can. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, did you see the last episode? Nah, it's did you see it?
Yeah.
You treat it like it's a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can do that. So, yeah, you're right. yes, I think that's the way they're gonna do it, and I think you're gonna see other people try to follow suit. And Netflix would be smart to take those deals.
You think anybody else going to come out the Defender series?
Listen, like any other characters?
Yeah, like okay, we're gonna give this character the show. Like I heard, who was it that said they want to see a Punisher one, which I think would be dope. After seeing Daredevil, I think it would be dope on Netflix.
I would agree that if they did a Punisher, it would be really, really good.
Yeah, same thing. 13 episodes. Yeah, like
good.
really get into it. I think
I'd be down.
Yeah.
I'd be down. I mean, do I think other ones will show up? Yeah. I mean, I think that with the significance of this, I mean, I still think that we need to see like how something like Jessica Jones does. Daredevil is still I would say the most well known of all of those characters.
100%. Second would be
but you also have to keep in mind, even though this has been geared more towards adults, that Luke Cage or Power Man and Iron Fist have both been significant members in the Spider-Man cartoon on Disney XD. And so kids know them characters. They know Power Man. They know who he is. They know what he can do. They know Iron Fist. They know what he can do. So it's really just Jessica Jones. It's like everybody's like, who's and why is her name so regular? You know what I'm saying? Like, she needs a name. You know what I'm saying? So
she should have took her joint off her license.
Right. I don't care if you know who I am.
Right, I'm Jessica Jones.
Civil War. What you want me to write it? I don't. No. Yeah, here it is.
No.
Here it is. You know who my man is?
Luke Cage.
Here's his government too.
Right.
Here's his government.
What you put?
I was Power Man. No. You Luke Cage.
Right. Straight up.
Yeah. I definitely think it's going to be significant. I do think that that's something that's going to happen. I think we'll see more. We should do some predictions on it. We should do a show and do some predictions on what we think will come to Netflix or Amazon or to Hulu or whatever.
Might not be a bad idea. But with that, everybody,
ladies and gentlemen,
our third Vidcast / podcast. Please link.
We love and appreciate you.
Hit that subscribe button.
Do that.
Share, comment, email, the whole 9 yards. I'm trying to get the share, comment, stuff like